Welcome back, users. In last video we have seen the how to install the newly released Linux Lite 5.8. In this video we will do a detailed review of the newly released Linux Lite 5.8. So stay with us. We start today's video. So first, let us check what updates they have done to the system from 5.4 to 5.8. So the common software has been bumped up. The versions have been bumped up. For web browser, Firefox it is 96 version. For email client it is 91.5 version. LibreOffice Suite has been bumped up to 6.4.7.2 version. Media player VLC is 3.0.9.2. Normally in this distro there is only one media player. Some distros have multiple media players, but this distro has only one multimedia player, that is VLC, which is very versatile. It can play almost all the formats available in this world. Image editor is GIMP 2.10.18. System backup and restore utility timeshift comes with version 20.03. File manager Thunar is 1.8.14. Now the Linux Lite 5.8 version is based on Ubuntu LTS 20.04.3. That is the third service pack of Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. The kernel is 5.4.0-96. Custom kernels are also available in our repository for versions 3.13 to 5.16. So up to 5.16 you can upgrade if you don't want to use this old but stable kernel 5.4. Desktop UI, Windows theme is Adapta, icon theme is Papyrus, font is Roboto Regular. So that is as it was in 5.4. Now what is new is Minstick has been added, NeoFetch has been added. So NeoFetch you need not install, it is already installed, pre-installed. Latest Papyrus icon theme. So the above icon theme has been updated with the latest version. There are 9 new wallpapers. Light widget code has been updated to current Conky format. So you won't have any trouble in using Conky on this distro. Updated help manual. So help manual has been updated, keeping up with the changes introduced in this new release of the Linux Lite distro. Updated Lite welcome. So the Lite welcome has been updated. There are some bug fixes and enhancement. Now let us go and check the installation itself. So on the face there are not many changes. I can only see, I think this hardware database was not there earlier, so it has been added. Rest all these things: install updates, install drivers, set restore point, install language support, select dark or light theme, it was back there. Code, donate, shop, social media and feedback. I think the hardware database is new. Let us check. Okay, so if you are a newcomer and want to install Linux Lite on your laptop or PC, but you are not confident whether the installation will work on your hardware, then you can use this hardware database to check out. So if somebody else having a similar hardware like your PC or laptop has already installed Linux Lite, that it means you can also install the Linux Lite software. It will be trouble-free experience for you. Okay, now let us go and check out the applications. So in favorites, install updates and the help manual is there. Let us check out how many updates are there. Okay, now the backports repository has already been added to it, so it is very easy to install latest versions of the your favorite softwares and kernel. Okay, so list of available updates is there, base files is there, library files, then some hardware library files are there, libpolkit, the policy agent library files have been upgraded, Python for files are there. So right now Linux Lite is running on Python 3.8 base. So that has been slightly updated. So the Samba share files have been updated. DRM files are there. So these are the driver files that have been updated. GTK update icon cache. So icons have been updated. I need RAMFS tools have been updated. SSL OpenSSL has been updated. Vim, Bind9, DNS utils. So a lot of different update. Bluetooth update is there. Cryptographic setup update is there. Network manager setup is there. LibreOffice has been updated from 6.4.7 to 6.4.7 Ubuntu. Okay, let me check. Okay, so the base 20.04.4. So if earlier it was 20.4.2, it has been updated to 20.04.4. EBGT front end GTK is updated. Artwork is updated. So MISA VA drivers, so the Intel drivers, VDPAU, the video acceleration drivers, those have been updated. Linux firmware has been updated. So latest firmware files have been updated. So we will cancel it. Now let us check out the manual. What is the changes in the manual? Okay, manual is taking some time to start. So in the last video where we reviewed the Linux Lite 5.4, so most of the things are same. There is not much change. We will just check whether there are some changes to this. Any new apps have been added or what? Or there is some change in the icon sets or nothing, like only the icons have been updated to the latest versions. Okay. Okay. So in the help file, you can see in the themes and icons section, uh, you can change the appearance using the appearance app from the menu. So styles available are adapter, Nocto, Advaita dark, Graybird dark, and high contrast. You can even install additional themes and icons using the appearance app. So you can create dot themes and dot icon folders in your home directory and then extract the themes and icons from the themes and icon zip files. For getting good themes and icons, you can visit the XFC look website. There you can find many free and paid themes and icons that you can download as per your choice, and then unzip them to a local folder, and then copy the folder to the .themes and .icon folder respectively, and then restart your system. And after that, open the app, and there you can then see the newly installed icons and theme pack, and then you can select and apply the new icon and theme pack to your system. It is very easy. So, each and every aspect of the settings have been thoroughly explained in the help manual. So we go back. Let us check out what is in the tutorials. So the tutorial contains everything, like installation guide is there, updates, software download, and so software installation guide is there. How to manage your partitions, that guide is there. How to manage your networks, graphics card, sound, printing, users, customize your system. Everything is given. You have to just go select the relevant section, and then you can see a detailed user guide along with the screenshots. So it is very easy for newcomers to learn and master the Linux Lite distro. You can see here the Linux Lite distro. It is very easy. Everything is given. How to install the software also is given. It is very lucidly explained. You need not Google anything. Everything is given in this help manual. It is one of the best help manuals I have seen in the Linux open source world. Everything is given. It is very beautiful. Even how to configure the firewall is given here. See, I will show you just. Okay. Let us go in detail. Okay, so the firewall config can be found in the settings menu, or you can open the settings app, and there you can find the firewall config in the system section. You have to put your password to get access, sudo password. Then it will show you this menu, enable disable firewall and show the present status. So say if the firewall is currently disabled, it will show disabled status. Then you have to enable the firewall if you wish so. So the firewall will go through the startup process. Then the firewall will be enabled. The default setting is all outgoing connections are allowed and all incoming connections are blocked. Now you can enable that firewall from the terminal also. Sudo system control unmask -- now firewall D, and then use sudo system control enable firewall D, You can start the firewall from the command line using sudo system control start firewall d, and you can check the status of your firewall using sudo firewall dash command space dash dash state. So it will display the state of the firewall. So you can remotely start and stop your firewall D using sudo system control stop firewall D, sudo system control disable firewall D, and sudo system control mask space now dash dash now firewall D. A list of common ports to work with enabled firewall is TeamViewer is 5934, TCP UDP, NitroShare is 401818. That is the default ports used by TeamViewer and NitroShare. For printing, normally it is 5353. For the UDP protocol, 631 is for the TCP protocol, 91002, 9102 AppSocket or Jet Direct for the TCP protocol, and more will be added over time. So the most common firewall applications including firewall D just need to be ticked. So say here it is. So the most of the common applications are already enlisted in the firewall by default. You have to just tick. So if you got Amanda client, so once you install the Amanda client, go there and tick this. So the service will be monitored by the firewall, and you can have it for permanently or for a runtime. So for that only, for the present runtime only, it will be monitored. Now you can select the default zone, that is home, external, drop, DMZ, block, public, internal, trusted, work. So normally for the usage at home, you have to use the home as a default zone. So for each of this default zone, there is some apps are blocked and some apps are allowed by default. That you can see which app is enabled, disabled. When you install this on your system, you can do that research by yourself. So that way you will learn the firewall app also thoroughly. You can add a port to the existing service, that is also given how to add. So it is a very excellent help manual designed for the new users. So you will master this Linux Lite distro in very short time. So now let us go back. Yes, so this is important. Finding support helpline online. Sorry. So here the links are given to the forums, Linux Lite forums. General software support is given. Social network. Then the Lite system report tool can also be used to report any any issues with the system in the support forum, so that the admins and other members can help you out. The social network, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram handles, the YouTube channel, LinkedIn presence, everything is given. So you can use them to uh, socialize with other members and the dev and admin team of the Linux Lite. Here the tour of desktop layout is given for the new users. So it is very detailed and helpful for new users. So very good support for the new users is given by the Linux Lite team. Let us check the printers section. Okay. So gone are those days when printer support was very difficult in Unix. I remember when I started first using the Linux in 2004. That time the driver support for most of the peripherals was bad, except your keyboard and mouse. All other peripherals, there was a chance that it will not work with the your distro. So that has been now thing of the past. Most of the software, most of the hardware is compatible. So here, how to enable the Bluetooth support is given. Booting issues, dual boot, multiple drives. How to dual boot also, the help files are there. How to monitor dual boot setup, graphics driver setup, graphics AMD Radeon, graphics for Nvidia, Nvidia Prime, hardware database, HP printers on Linux Lite, installation issues, keyboard related, Lite system report tool, how to use it, printer setup, resources for audio drivers, resources for compatible printers, sound configuration, everything is given. So this many graphics cards are supported. By default in Linux Lite, and some old graphics card are also ATI AMD video cards are also supported here. That is given. The names are given here. And for the graphics, Nvidia, how to check whether it is supported or not, and what is the version of your Nvidia graphics card. So you can use this terminal command. Then you search for the available drivers for your Nvidia card from the software and update section. So you have to go to the additional drivers and then search. So here it will show you that Nvidia Corporation GK107 GLM Quadro K1100M graphics card is there. So you can use the drivers available here in this section, and then you have to just select and then apply. So the driver for the your specific graphics card, Nvidia graphics card, will be installed if it is there in the software repo. This is how things are very easy now. After the driver has been installed, you have to move over to the Nvidia X server settings. In the X server settings, you have to do some further configuration. Most of the times just installing the driver will do, but other times you have to go to this Nvidia X server settings and then find in your graphics card configuration. So here it is given how to install the Ubuntu drivers auto install. So many of the additional drivers, non-free drivers, get auto installed using this terminal command. So you can add two monitors to give you a very big screen. So how to do that, it is given here. So you can do it for yourself. It is very easy. Everything is what you require is given. And if you have some issues, then you can just contact the forum and ask your fellow members or admins to help you out. Now the sound configuration. It is very detail. This is the PAU control to control your input and output devices. It's very thoroughly given. Everything is thoroughly given here. Now for the printers, we will go check. Okay. Okay, you just connect your printer through the USB. It will be auto detected. Printer will be auto detected. Then you can go to the printers app. Then right click on the icon of your printer and go to properties. From here, okay. Here you can check the additional information about your printer. And for if you want to connect a network printer, then also you can use the printers app to connect to a network printer. That is also given how to connect. So you have to just click on the plus add button, then it will show you the list of network printers available. You select one network printer that is suitable for you, and then just you have to install it. And if it printer is connected to it is a local printer connected to a USB port, this is how you have to select the device. Yeah, you have to select the type of connection, that is USB or network. You have to give a description for your printer. That's it. Then the cup is a web interface for managing the printer. Once installed, click here to manage your printer. So how to manage the cup web interface? It is given here. The links are there. You can also share your printer from Linux Lite. So right click on the printer icon and then select enabled and shared. So the printer will remain enabled and it can be shared with some other node in your network. So everything detailed it is given. Now you can also go to devices and printers to add a printer which was not already listed in your system. So this is the method it is given. You can try it for yourself. It is very common in Windows also. You do install printers like this only. So same method is there for the Linux also. It is developed by HP. So other printer manufacturer also has similar software to manage their printers. So you can use that. Uh, you can use that software. It is available for Linux. Otherwise, you use the HP software. Now, how to enable the Bluetooth is your keyboard related issues. Then the booting issues. Everything is given. So this is the best of the best help manual. Everything in one place. So here how to mount your drives and partition is given. How to automate drives and partitions for all users it is given. It is very good. Huh? You can become an expert in Linux if you study this help manual and work accordingly. You will become expert in Linux. Everything what you require is given. How to automate the drives. The different options are also given. With all very thoroughly prepared L file. This is the installation manual or installation guide. So in that, following topics are covered: adding another user, enabling Dream on your SSD, installing guide, installation guide, the main installation guide, installing Linux Lite to your computer, UEFI mode, legacy BIOS mode, drives and partition mounting, auto mounting, drives and partitions for all user, controlling access to mounted drives, no USB boot option in BIOS, OEM install, preparing your computer, removing user, resetting password, securely using files permanently, setting your language, terminal basics, writing Linux Lite to USB DVD on Windows, and writing Linux Lite to USB on Linux and OS X, that is the Mac OS. So we have covered, I think, very thoroughly in last two videos, the help manual of Linux Lite. So we stop it here. Then let us go to the control panel. The control panel is nothing but XFC control panel. In the personal section, you have got about me, appearance, desktop, file manager settings, notifications, panels, preferred applications, screensaver, window manager tweaks, and workspaces. In the hardware section, you have got color profiles, so you can add the color profiles if you want, non-free color profiles. Display, high DPI settings, keyboard, mouse and touchpad, power manager is there, removable drives and media management is there. In the system, it is accessibility, light, DM, GTK plus, creator settings, that is the your login screen, light audio, auto login, then light desktop. So you can convert your desktop into further, and already XFC desktop is very light, so you can make it further light by using this light desktop. So if you want, I can click on this. So yes, in last video I explained when I was doing a detailed review of Linux Lite 5.4. So if you want to make your system more light, then you have to enable this this PC user file enable. So what will happen? The desktop icons will be changed to a lighter version. So overall system resource requirement will go down and system will become very light to use. This is required for very old hardware. Say you have got a 10 or 15-year old laptop or PC, then you will require to do this. Light resources are there, that is the repo resource sources. Then light software, light network shares. Let us check what is light. Let us see what happens. Okay, it is the software store. So there is already pre-curated software which is generally used by most of the Linux users, that is given here. So that is also covered in during the detailed review of Linux Lite 5.4. So I need not go and discuss it again here in this video. So light tweaks, let us see. Okay, this is also covered. So you can, this is a collection of tweaks to keep your system tidy and in good health. That is already covered in last video. That is the detailed review of Linux Lite 5.4. I think setting any editor was also covered that. So most of the things have been covered in Linux Lite 5.4 detailed review. They are same. Only in this 5.8 version, under the hood, updates have been done and the latest Papyrus icon themes have been added. That's it. So there is not many major changes, and the base has been shifted to 20. Linux base has been shifted to 20.04.3. That is the Ubuntu LTS 20.04.3 version. That's it. Otherwise, everything is same, and some system softwares have been bumped up to their latest versions. So we stop our detailed review here. So Linux Lite is a fantastic system for newbies and seniors alike. Do enjoy this system, which is very stable, which is very user friendly, and enjoy Linux and be the most productive. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.